breaking news. Very, very big shock this afternoon after today's draw against Leeds, and I'm just going to get all the articles up and details up on my laptop, so I'm able to read it all to you. But boy, oh boy, it looks like Mo Salah has revealed a massive falling out with Arne Slot and is leaving Liverpool Football Club pretty imminently, to be honest. Don't know if I've put the right code in there, but we shall see. So yeah, let me know who's in and everything. But yeah, funnily enough, it was actually my Evertonian cousin who broke the news to me. She's very kindly sent me a to read. So I am just, there we go, opening up the link, and I'm also going to get up, there is, I think it's RT2, who Salah has spoken to, which is a TV station. So I am just going to see if I can get that up. Hi guys, hi everyone joining. Let me know you can hear me okay, and I will shortly get into the news. Like I said, I am just trying to find this post. So first then I will go through the news article. So the Times has got Paul Joyce, and Paul Joyce is one of the most reliable Liverpool news correspondents. He works for the Times as well and is the Northern football correspondent. You've probably seen Paul Joyce. You've probably seen Paul Joyce quite a lot on X, on Twitter. And as of 9:10 this evening, so that was what, 30 minutes ago, half an hour ago, he has posted an article with the headline, and it is Mo Salah, Liverpool have thrown me under the bus, time to say goodbye. Marginalised club legend says he no longer has a relationship with head coach Slot and may not return to Merseyside after up-and-coming Africa Cup of Nations. And this is coming from Salah himself. Salah has spoken to people, as I said, I think it was RT2. I will try to get the article up. I think Fabrizio Romano has posted something about it. So it is it TV2? Let me just scroll and find who it is. So TV2 is who it apparently is. Just trying to get that bit up as well. But yes, Mo is going away for the African Cup of Nations, but this is Mo saying he would leave the football club after African Cup of Nations, as then the January transfer window would be open. He has spoken out, and I will say the stuff I have seen so far is not looking good. I also believe there is footage from the end of today's game of Salah going over to the away support and basically clapping, as if hearing this news as if he is saying goodbye. It's not paper talk. Paul Joyce doesn't do the paper talk. Usually he's not one of those that does clickbait or stuff. And also there is other companies reporting on it. Fabrizio Romano's reporting on it. And like I said, this TV company, TV2, has had Salah actually speaking to them. So yes, like I said, marginalised club legend says he no longer has a relationship with head coach Slot, which also, one, makes sense as to why Salah's been on the bench, but two, as possibly had a big falling out. I'm trying not to get upset reading this because Salah is one of the most iconic Liverpool players in my lifetime. So yeah, let's quickly read what this article says. It says, Mohamed Salah has accused Liverpool of throwing him under the bus and said his relationship with head coach Arne is over in an incendiary interview. So this is an interview with Mo Salah that someone has got. Like I said, I believe it's this TV2 company. Salah said he would say goodbye to Liverpool supporters at next Saturday's Premier League game with Brighton and Hove Albion at Anfield, after which he will report to Egypt's Africa Cup of Nations camp because he no longer knows if he has a future at the club. Now that says a lot there, where he says he no longer knows if he has a future at the club, especially after just signing the new contract. The 30, let me just do this there. I'm back in case it went off slightly. Yeah, so it says the 33-year-old spoke out after being an unused substitute in the club's 3-3 draw with Leeds last night. The third game in a row which he has not been used in Slot's starting lineup. Salah has said he used to have a good relationship with Slot, so that would make sense as to why last season he did sign that new contract, because he believed he did have a good relationship. But that has collapsed, and he claimed that someone does not want me in the club. He added that Liverpool had broken promises made to him when he signed a new 2-year contract worth about $400,000 a week. During a post-match interview that lasted more than 7 minutes, so again, this is not paper talk, this is from Mo Salah's mouth. This is a quote from Mo Salah directly. I am very, very disappointed. I have done so much for this club down the years, especially last season. Now I am sitting on the bench and I don't know why. It seems like the club has thrown me under the bus. That is how I'm feeling. I think it's very clear that someone wanted me to get all of the blame. I got a lot of promises in the summer, and so far I am on the bench for 3 games, so I can't say they keep the promise. I said many times before that I had a good relationship with a manager, and all of a sudden we don't have any relationship. I don't know why, but it seems to me, how I see it, that someone doesn't want me at the club. So for me, this is a very worrying read. Thick here is a Man City fan, and he's even saying, I can't laugh anymore, I'm genuinely worried about you guys. I expect this from United, but for you, I really hope Salah's time at Liverpool doesn't end this way. I've always liked him ever since I knew who he was. Daniel, Slot needs to go. It's obvious he has agenda against certain players. Toby is saying Sky Sports are now also reporting on it. Brian says, Mo not playing well, but really good. It's gone this way. 100%. I think for me, it's not one person's playing bad. So the fact it is now coming to light, and you can believe what Salah is saying, because he has been put on the bench for 3 games, which is unheard of. And it's not been, we've not been happy with Salah's performance, but also there's another 10 lads on the same pitch at the same time as Salah, and we've not been happy with those lads' performances. For me as well, it sort of shines a light a bit on maybe the Chiesa situation. Chiesa is a player that seems to be very promising whenever he gets the chance. Look at Sunderland the other night. He made a clearance that arguably saved us in that game. You then look at other players, like for me, I am now starting to question Robbo being on the bench. Does Slot not want Robbo at the club, and he's trying to force Robbo out by saying you're staying on the bench? Now, I know Kirkes is good, but there has been times where we've all sort of gone, why is Kirkes still on the bench, still on the pitch and not being subbed off? I Ahmed saying, despite Salah, I don't know what is going on with Liverpool. Turn from hard rock amusement football to struggling football. Daniel, who goes first in your opinion, Courtney, Slot or Mo? From this, I think Mo. I think even if Slot was to start looking like he was going, I think Mo is, from reading this, sounds so disappointed and upset with, obviously it will be mainly Slot, but there's other people at the club that would be sort of voicing opinions. And I think for me, this is the end of Mo Salah at Liverpool. It's going to be interesting. Paul Salah's been, that's why he's been on the bench. Yes, Salah has been poor, but so has so many other people. This, to me, reading what Salah's saying and seeing what we've been seeing with not just Mo, but with other players. Anyone who watched me earlier on in the live stream for the game, for the watch along, I said straight away, like, I am not Slot out. I am, let the club decide what they want to do. Reading this has slightly changed my opinion now. I don't know where I stand with Slot, and I know I won't be the only fan like that. A lot of people at Anfield each week do support Slot. Like within our groups, no one's being Slot out. People you're talking to at the match were singing his name each week still. I think this is going to change a lot of fans' opinions. I am going to actually, while I'm sat here, put Sky Sports News on. Yeah, this is this is so sad. Going further on, this is more quotes from Mo Salah. This club, I always support it. My kids will always support it. I love the club so much, I will always do. I called my mum yesterday. You guys didn't know if I would start or not, but I knew. Yesterday I said to my parents, come to the Brighton game. I don't know if I am going to play or not, but I am going to enjoy it. In my head, I am going to enjoy that game because I don't know what is going to happen now. I will be at Anfield to say goodbye to the fans and go to the Africa Cup. I don't know what is going to happen when I am there. Salah also said he'd been informed by Slot on Friday that he would again be on the bench after being dropped against West Ham and then left out against Sunderland. He said more talks were unnecessary. Another quote from Salah saying, no, I don't think so. We spoke a lot. There's no relationship between us. It was a very good relationship. And now all of a sudden there is no relationship. In football, you never know. I don't accept this situation. I've done so much for this club. I don't want to answer this question about Saudi because the club is going to take me in a different direction. After what I have done for the club, it really hurts. You can imagine, really. After going from home to the club and you don't know if you are starting. I know the club too well. I've been here many years. Tomorrow, Carragher is going to go for me again and again, and that's fine. I've been at this club scoring more than anyone in this generation since I came to the Premier League. I don't think anyone has scored more goals or made more assists than me in the whole Premier League. If I am somewhere else, everybody would go to the media and defend the players. I am the only one in this situation. Can I give an example? It's silly, but I am sorry. I remember a while ago, Harry Kane was not scoring for 10 games. And everyone in the media was like, oh, Harry will score for sure. When it comes to Mo, everyone was like, he needs to be on the bench. I am so sorry, Harry. So yeah, it's not looking good at all. I think if this hadn't come from Salah and had come from a source close to Mo Salah or an agent of Salah, like we all know what Salah's agent is like, I think then maybe you could argue there is a way back from that. It's his agent talking rubbish like he has in the past. It is a source. How do we know this is true? This has come from, pardon the expression, but the horse's mouth. And Salah himself is saying this. This for me is the end of Salah, I can't see a way back for Salah at the club. I also could see this being the end of Slot now. I think a player coming out of this magnitude and saying this, one of the greatest players in the world for the past 10 years. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one, I think, this next few days, seeing how this plays out. Leon says, didn't Salah also have an issue with Klopp towards the end of his run as manager? They had disagreements, but nothing like this. They had the West Ham game where very famously Salah wasn't happy to be subbed on, but he was only on the bench for that game. There wasn't issues there. They had a lot of respect for each other. This sounds like there's no respect there anymore for either of them. Kirkes is great, but Slot uses him wrong. I do think, don't get me wrong, Kirkes is a great player. For me, I don't think he's fully used to the levels Liverpool play at. I don't think his stamina's there, and I don't think he should get used every single game for a full 90 minutes. Yeah, this is, let me know what you think of this article and Salah coming out speaking, because I'm in shock. Genuinely, I'm in shock. Very upset reading it. Upset for Mo. Upset to think that we've just had the thrill of last season with Mo and with the whole team. Mo and Virgil signed new contracts together, and this could be how we're saying goodbye to Mo Salah. Now, don't get me wrong, no player is bigger than the club. That is not the issue. I do think Mo Salah is bigger than Arne Slot within the sphere of Liverpool fans. And we know FSG, if Liverpool fans are vocal about stuff, FSG do tend to listen to us fans. So yeah, it is a head scratcher. I'm literally scratching my head. Which Spain journalist did Salah speak to? So the journalist that's posted this is on The Times by Paul Joyce. It is behind a paywall, The Times. Unfortunately put articles behind paywalls, but I got it sent in from my cousin who managed to screenshot it and give it to me without the paywall. But the article is supposedly he spoke to someone called TV2, I believe, which is apparently a Norwegian TV company. I am just trying to find. Let me just open up. I was just getting the username for the post I was looking for. Do you think players have quit on Slot? Not all of them. I think the people who are starting week in, week out haven't. I think players who aren't getting the treatment they deserve, by the looks of it, Salah, Chiesa, and in my opinion, Andy Robertson. I think he should be getting more game time than he has been given this season. And who knows who else. I think he's possibly lost them. So this is it. So Mo Salah on TV2 Sport. So I'll show you this post. Yeah, exactly. Lazy Guide says, I'll tell you now, it won't just be Mo Salah that feels like this. 100%. Johnny, as we're saying, this isn't just Salah that'll be feeling like this. And Copper, you're 100% correct. Selling Salah won't fix this rot. It's deeper than the players' opinion. So yeah, I'll show you this. This is from what was said on TV2. Let me just get it. It seems really blurry at the minute. There we go. I'll move my cursor. So Mo Salah on TV2 Sport about Slot. I can't believe it. I am very disappointed. I've done so much for this club. Everyone can see that over the years, especially last season. To be on the bench, I don't know why. I feel like the club has thrown me under the bus. That is how I feel. I said many times before that I have a good relationship with the manager. Suddenly we don't have a relationship. I don't know why. That's not acceptable to me, to be honest. I don't know why. It always happens to me. We throw Mo under the bus because he's the problem. I don't think I'm the problem. I called my mother yesterday. You didn't know I wasn't going to start today. I knew that. I said, come to the Brighton game. It doesn't matter if I play or not. I'm going to enjoy it. We'll see what happens. In my mind, I'm going to enjoy it anyway because I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, the game will be at Anfield. So that will be my goodbye before I go to AFCON. Yes, you may not think this is professional behaviour, Johnny, but it's also not professional behaviour from Slot. In my opinion, I appreciate Salah coming out and saying this to us. And I think a lot of fans will. Because it opens up going, Salah's chose to speak out about it. Salah has probably spoken to other players who are in a similar position to him, who feel similar, and Salah has chose to be the voice. Like I said, we all know Chiesa hasn't got a good relationship with Slot, while Chiesa thoroughly deserves to be more game time than he gets. Salah is right to say this. Personally, as I have said, I think Andy Robertson might be in a similar position. Rio had a brilliant start to this season. Suddenly, Slot doesn't want to know him. Do you get what's getting said here? There is a lot of players who we can start to look at and go, well, is that the same with him? Is that the same with him? Is that the same with him? Is it the same with him? And it probably is. So it is. It is going to be interesting. Yeah, Daniel saying there, Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott seemed to have the same thing. But it's going to be interesting in the next 48 hours. So Salah is calling them out for not just not playing them, but he's also saying last season they had a really good relationship. He's saying there's now not a relationship. So in other words, they're not even talking. From reading all the stuff that I've read, to me it says Slot's not even explaining to Mo why he's on the bench, why he's making the choices he's making. Whereas a manager needs to be able to go in and go, okay, Salah, you're on the bench today. I just think we should do X, Y, and Z, and explain the reasons that players are on the bench. Explain why he's making changes, and from the sounds of it, he is not doing that. Like here, I'm just looking at Sky, the quote they got there. I am not bigger than anyone, but I earned my position. It's football. It is what it is. And he says, basically, he wants to get the respect in that. Chiesa is not chronically injured. He has been injured at the start of the season, but since he's been fit, he's had times to play. And then he's just not played again. You look at the Sunderland game. Why didn't we see any minutes from Chiesa tonight if it was just a case of injury? Yeah, I am going to look actually while I am on X. I'm guessing it's trending. You would expect Slot's trending. Right, Mo Salah. I want to see if there is footage of him on the pitch. Unfortunately, I can't show that because it might get me copyrighted. But there is talk that he was one of the only ones that really went over and clapped at the end of the game. Oh, okay.
It's a very disappointing result for us as a team because we expect to win a game like that.
So, for everyone who's going, it's paper talk, has he actually said this? I won't show it because it'll be copyrighted, but I'll let you hear a bit of it.
We managed to score 2 goals in the beginning, and game was going in our direction. I think we consider silly goals, same as we did before while I'm playing. So I'm not nobody can take it and attacking my teammates or something because I'm in the bench. So we consider the same silly goals as we did before. So we have to just try to keep the clean sheet and win games. So you couldn't believe it. I'm sitting in the bench for 90 minutes I think that's the second time I'm in the bench. I think it's my first time in my career. So, I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed because I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years and especially last season. Sitting in the bench, I don't know why. Seems like a club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel it. I think it's very clear that someone wants me to get all the blame. The club promised me in the summer for a lot of promises and nothing. So far, I'm in the first 3 games, so I can say that they keep the promise. And I said that many times before. I had a good relationship with the manager, and out of the sudden, we don't have any relationship. I don't know why.
So you heard there, hopefully. He says, we had a good relationship, now there's none, I don't know why. Yeah. So apparently he waved at the fans. I'm going to put Mo Salah fans. Let's see if we can get a clip up. You would think Sky would be showing this clip. Right. So Chloe Bloxham's actually posted it. So Chloe Bloxham has posted Salah clapping and waving at the fans. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, if you want to see the video of Salah, go over to Chloe Bloxham on X, and she's got it. To be honest, Chloe also does matchday vlog, so Chloe might have it on her matchday vlog. But yeah, wow, was not expecting this after today's game. Yeah, it's interesting. What I am gonna do, is I'm gonna end this, but I'll go over on TikTok because I'll be able to put the sound on from Sky Sports News, and we can hear what they're saying. So if you want to be able to like join in that conversation, because I'm going to keep the conversation going that we're having here. I think we'll go over to TikTok. If you want to come and join me, Courtney_Neri over on TikTok. But I think I'll be able to put the sound on here. YouTube's really strict with it. If I put the sound on from Sky, I probably will get took down like that. So I won't do that, but I will do it over on TikTok. Because TikTok will it'll ban me for 24 hours and I don't mind that. So, yeah, I'll see you all over on TikTok. Courtney_Neri. We'll continue this chat and listen to a bit of what's getting said on Sky. But yeah, I'll see you all over there if you want to come and join. If not, we'll see what happens over the next 48 hours. I think that's going to be the crucial period to keep an eye on. So yeah, bye.